What is up, guys? Evil Duosarm here today, and today I have for you a guide on the Frozen Firing Range event, as well as dungeon here in Blade and Soul, new for August 15th. This event is your yearly event where you can go ahead and pick up your bathing suit outfit for free for your character. Last year's bathing suits were pretty cool, although they were pretty standard across all the characters. This year there's a nice bit of variety across all the different characters. So if you head over to the Dragon Express, it is the first special tab on the Dragon Express. You will see we have our Summer Splash outfit. Oh my gosh, I couldn't pronounce that. Summer Splash. So every single character has a different bathing suit. They're all really pretty cool looking. They all look good on all the characters this year, so they did a really good job with the variety of these bathing suits. I'm quite impressed. But anyway, this is your yearly event, so if you've been waiting to get a bathing suit, didn't want to spend $20 in the cash shop, now is your chance to get one for your character. The other big ticket items that are available during this event, you have your Heptagonal Gems. So these Heptagonal Gems, one step above hexagonal, they're pretty solid gems, although neither of these are your main gem that you're going to be rocking throughout the entirety of the game. So they are not something I would spend too much effort going for. If it was a different type of gem, maybe, but those two really aren't the best options or best in slot options, so not worth the farm. Sacred Vials, always useful to upgrade your soul. We've got some Hive Queen Hearts, Raven King Souls, pretty standard stuff the rest of the way down. Another interesting thing of note is solar energy, so if you are trying to farm up for your badge, you could drop some ice pellets into your solar energy for your badge. So, the event currency for this is this ice pellet. I went ahead and mentioned it already, accidentally there, it slipped out, but yes, ice pellet is your event currency. You can get 13 of these per day by my count. If I'm wrong, someone will comment in the comment section and make fun of me, but hey, I'm used to it at this point. But anyway, you get 5 for doing your daily challenge, so you get 5 ice pellets for completing the daily challenge. You get 3 for completing the event quest. There's like a little mini raid event quest that I'm going to go ahead and show you how to run. It's not really a raid, it's a little event dungeon. They're the same exact thing we just had in the previous event. Basically, a quick little dungeon, go ahead and get these currencies, so I'll give you a guide on that after this. And then you get an additional 5 for completing the following 5 dungeons. Cold Storage. You'll get an additional 1 for completing the Carry Lord of Cold Storage, so Cold Storage will reward a total of 2. If you don't know who Carry Lord is, if you bring a white orb into Cold Storage, you can open up a second boss and fight the second boss inside of the Cold Storage dungeon. So you can get 2 ice pellets from Cold Storage, so like 3 minutes to go ahead and pick those up. Avalanche Den, the Yeti boss, that's going to take you another minute. Sogin's Lament is another, it's a quick dungeon, but you do need a party to do it unless you want to walk back and forth, so you are going to have to make some friends. Also, it's cool that they included that one in the quest that you're going to have to go and farm, because it's going to help newer players catch up in the game, since that is what you need to make your second upgrade. So that's pretty cool that they put that one in there. It's still only a 10-minute dungeon, so not terrible. Finally, Starstone Mines, which is also another 10-15 minute dungeon. So your total time to go ahead and farm up all these ice pellets is going to be around 30 minutes to get all of your ice pellets for the day, so not bad at all, especially if some of these dungeons hit you on your daily challenges. It'll be even faster, so you can just get in, get out, and complete this event. So anyway, that is a total of 13 ice pellets you can get for a total of 273 ice pellets during this event. The event runs from August 15th through September 5th. And that is basically it as far as the ice pellets and what you can do with them and how to get them. All these dungeons are really quite simple dungeons, nothing too crazy mechanics-wise on them, so they're pretty easy for newer players, pretty accessible for newer players. So yes, if you wanted to go ahead and get your bathing suit outfit, this is the time to go ahead and do it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do in the second part of this video is go ahead and cover the mechanics for the dungeon itself, the event dungeon. So to pick up the event dungeon quest, you can head over to Jadestone Village and hop over to the event portal and talk to this guy right here, or you can just go into F8 and pick up the event dungeon anywhere else. So we're going to hop into F8 and go ahead and knock out the event dungeon right now. So the event dungeon is called Frozen Firing Range. It goes along with the event name, so make sure you pick the right dungeon when you're going for this. One cool thing that I forgot to mention about this dungeon as well is that you have to be level 16 to do it, so literally anybody can go ahead and do this dungeon. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video since this dungeon is pretty repetitive, and basically voice over and walk you through it. But to get started, you're going to pull that lever that was right there in the middle of the screen. After you pull the lever, go ahead and pick up a weapon on the floor. If you do less than 300,000 damage per second, pick up a weapon. Each hit of the weapon does 800,000 damage against these mobs, so you can go ahead and do a lot more damage than if you are a character trying to shoot over the wall or anything like that. Now, if you are a Ransu 7 and you're going to go ahead and blow up these mobs, go ahead, shoot it over the wall with your gunslinger skills, I don't care. But anyway, so these bombs are AoE as well, so you can hit multiple mobs, but what's going to happen is just like in any firing range, or if you played any carnival games in your life, the mobs are going to go from one side of the map to the other side, and you're going to have to shoot them. There are 10 in each wave, there are 6 total waves. Each wave adds a little different mechanic, so that one right there, you saw there were some shield dudes, there's ones where there's a healing thing, and the final wave, the bosses will go ahead and throw crap at you, as you see right there, they're throwing the stuff at us. After you go ahead and do your final wave, he's going to throw his last box, and he's going to have his 6th set here. Well, actually, there's one more, I apologize. So yes, here we go, we've got one more wave before we complete the 6th one. And after we complete the 6th ones, he's going to get enraged and he's going to jump onto the field and try and fight you. So drop your weapon at this point and go ahead and regularly DPS the boss and knock him out. Very, very simple. After you open all the chests, there's going to be rewards that your entire party can loot. These rewards are experience charms or other various items that you can all fight over. This one dude bid a whole bunch of gold for all the EXP charms, so it was a nice little money maker. So after you go ahead and complete the quest, you're going to get this item called a Frozen Fun Bag. So this is the quest for completing this event dungeon. So inside this bag, you see, we already discussed, you get the 3 ice pellets for completing it, but there's also a chance to get some pretty cool items in here. We have the bundles of upgrade materials, 5 Moonstones, 5 Elysians, 20 Soul Stones or 20 Sacred Crystals, so that's pretty cool. You can get a Bravery Coin. This Icicle thing that you can get is actually an iframe. It'll protect you from 1 attack, so that's a pretty cool little item. Additionally, we can get Pet Packs, Sacred Vials, Divine Greystones, the typical big ticket items in these sorts of RNG boxes. So I'll go ahead and open my first one and see what I get. I tend to get pretty lucky on these, but hey, what do we get?